Hello, everybody. What is up? It's Tuesday, and of course, we're back with another Lego still building the UCS Republic Gunship. And tonight, I have probably who I would consider the most fucking famous person on TikTok and Star Wars TikTok. We can fact check that later. But I
I
have
don't fact check it.
but
Don't.
I have Jonah with me today, and I'm so excited because we've never been able to do anything together before, and we're
Nope.
finally able to do something. So I'm so happy to have you here with me.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for asking me. It is late here in the UK, but I'm gonna do anything for Scotty. You're a real one for real.
Not 2 a.m. for you, for real though. I don't think I've even streamed at like 2 a.m. at night. Like, that's a lot, but I appreciate it.
The takes will be unbalanced and ridiculous because it's far too late for this nonsense, so it'll be fun.
So, last stream, as I kind of mentioned when we were off camera, I put this piece on off camera, and I was like, I need to show everybody me putting this on here, so let me go ahead and get this shit lined up. But how is everybody doing tonight? Hi, Austin. Hi, Andrew. How are y'all? And anybody else who is watching not in the chat. I hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. If you are in a state like me that's voting today, I hope you're not stressing out too much. I was telling Jonah off camera, I was like, I'm not going to look at the results yet because I'm not trying to stress out about that all stream. Oh, you know what? Andrew, I know you voted today. I saw that on your story. Hi, Darth Patty.
We love a vote. I was just saying, I was like, I don't understand the US voting system, and it seems absolutely bizarre to me. Every time it's presidential election and it's like the states turn different colors, I'm like, ooh, pretty, but I'm like, what does it mean? I don't know. And the way the house is in the seats, it's bizarre.
Oh, yeah.
Bizarre.
Oh, yeah. It's very interesting, to say the least. But we're not here to talk about that. The only politics I really ever want to talk about is Star Wars politics.
I love that.
I don't know about you, Jonah, but I was one of the people that was like, I love that the Senate is back in Andor. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm a prequel kid, but like having
No,
this...
I might start off with a very controversial take right off the bat, but I'm going to do it anyway. Andor, I enjoy greatly, but one of the issues I have with Andor is I love the Mon Mothma and the Senate storyline so much that like it's what like when I'm watching Andor and like it's like it like switch so quickly from like Mon Mothma, we're like no, go back, let me see more of her.
Yeah.
And then the Andor story is great, but then I always feel like I love the Mon Mothma stuff so much
You and I both.
that I'm like, what's she up to? Give her own show. Genevieve O'Reilly. Come on, girl.
Honestly, she could totally carry her own show. And like, I am a firm believer in the Mon Mothma supremacy, so I'm right there with you. What the
I just actually rewatched Rogue One and like seeing her sort of like first performance with like the hair and the sort of traditional look, like she's really evolved the character in such a positive, amazing way that it's just like you never would have thought watching Rogue One where she would have taken it, and she's been incredible.
It's even funnier to go back and watch like the deleted scenes from Revenge of the Sith where she's like baby Mon Mothma, and also like
Yes.
Genevieve O'Reilly was just so much younger too. But like I go back and watch that and I'm just like, oh my god, she looks like a baby.
I would actually love it. I think I've seen somebody say this on Twitter. Also, by the way, guys, if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my wee iPad, so I'm gonna get the chat up so I can like respond to messages. If you keep seeing me looking down like this, that's what that is. She's an iPad girly. Anyway,
Ooh.
I would love it if they added the scenes from Revenge of the Sith into the Disney Plus version, because they're so good and they're shot and you could easily like remaster them and make them perfect. I wish they would add them into the Disney Plus version, especially with how much Andor's like built on that, and like it just helps the story out so much. I feel like they could easily slot it in and it would be great.
Yeah, and speaking of, not that I thought we'd start the evening talking about Andor, but I'm not opposed to it at all because I love it, and I love Rogue One too. But like, I want to see Bail Organa also in Andor season 2, and I'm gonna be really sad if we don't. Like, maybe that's just me, but
No, I mean it's sort of natural progression, right? I mean he shows up in Rogue One, and they have that sort of whole they seem to be great pals in the base, and I think that's honestly one of the most things I'm excited for too about Andor season 2 is the fact that it's going to lead directly into Rogue One. Like, I think I just, as like not that I'm any form of film buff in any way, shape, or form, like I know diddly squat, but I think from like a story perspective of like storytelling, I think it's going to be so interesting to see the time jumps and how they deal with everything. So I am excited for it.
You and I both, and it's kind of funny because there's that tease in Rogue One where Mon Mothma's like, "What about your friend, the Jedi?" And it's crazy that I feel like that line kind of pays off even more now. Like we knew she was talking about Obi-Wan, but like now that we've had the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, I feel like just her being like, "Your friend, the Jedi," and we know that he like Bail contacted him to go find Leia and all that shit. It's just I don't know, I wouldn't call it's not like a retcon, but it's like a new Easter egg, or it gives more meaning into something that was just kind of like a ooh, like just a little one-liner before.
I have to be honest, see, when I first sort of heard that scene in the cinema or wherever I watched it for the first time, it went right over my head because he says after it, I'm gonna get the line wrong, but basically he says like, "I trust her with my life." So then I was thinking, who is this female Jedi that he's talking about?
Yeah.
But evidently he was referring to Leia to like get in contact with Obi-Wan or whatever. But that just, when I first seen that, I was like, a female Jedi he knows? Who's this going to be?
Yeah.
That just went completely over my head.
Oh, a bunch of people popped in and I have not even looked at the chat. I'm so sorry, y'all. I started having guests on and I'm like, I don't ever need to look at the chat anymore. I love y'all so much for popping in. That sounded way worse than I meant it. But I'm like, I gotta talk to my guest and my guest will look at the chat and then we'll all chat that way. I need to be better.
I'm gonna try to my best. Austin, I am Thrawn.
Oh my god. Hi, Star Wars Sublay. Hi, Tet. Hi, Eric. How are y'all doing this evening? Yeah, season 2, definitely hoping for a bigger role for Mon Mothma, Austin. I hope you're doing well as well, Star Wars Sublight. Rogue One with the OT or Darth Patty's favorites. I'm excited because, well, I'm not going to say what it's for, but I recently did a ranking of the Star Wars movies, which I've never done before. I've always not tried to stay away from it. Yeah, I've not tried to stay away from it, but like, I was like, oh, it's so hard to pick favorites. I'm not good at choosing a favorite. Well, yeah. I have a ranking and it will be unveiled soon, and y'all are gonna see and probably judge the fuck out of me, but you know. It's all good. We all have our favorites.
We do. I've done a few on TikTok and I've gotten death threats over it, so vibes.
Not that I'm laughing, I don't want you to get death threats, but like that sounds like social media, and you're like a huge sequel person, so yeah. I'm sure it's not any better on TikTok than any social media when it comes to like the Star Wars like drama.
There's always gonna be I don't think you could ever escape it. No matter what platform or anything, there's always gonna be those people who just hate to hate.
Well, you might be able to on Hive. That's like kind of a dig, but also kind of not. Like,
does anybody have a Blue Sky social code for me to get on?
I have 5.
Shut up, do you actually? Do you remember that was a teen? Everybody was like, give me a code. I never had it. Never have.
Yeah, no, I have 5 codes. And it's funny because now I try to give them away to people and nobody wants them. I'm like, oh, does anybody want a Blue Sky code? Like, nobody responds. Like, okay.
I thought Threads was going to work more than it worked. Like, I thought Threads had a big impact, and I was like, okay, this is actually going to be the T. But, like, Threads is also just dead because everybody just goes back to Twitter. Or X.
Well, Twitter hasn't imploded yet. I think, like, I was just telling somebody, I think it was on Blue Sky, actually. I was like, I would have left Twitter as well, but, like, as a creator, I feel like I have to be on there. I have to have, like, a presence. And that's where my biggest following is, too, so.
Yeah. I know, I was the same, but I'm sure that man will find a way to F it up royally someday soon.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
We wait with bated breath.
Oh god, Eric, you had a tick bite? That sounds horrible. Hopefully it wasn't somewhere inconvenient. Then again, a tick bite is never convenient. Oh, okay, this is a great question. Tet brought up some good TikTok Star Wars
I
lore.
was just gonna say that right now. I was like, not the puppet.
They just explained that to me. I just found out it was a thing, like, I don't know, like a week or two ago. But
The puppet's back.
Yeah, I heard.
The homophobic Star Wars puppet is back.
I heard. Have y'all ever interacted before?
Well,
Pre-exposure. Pre-exposed is like a misogynist and a homophobe and like racist or whatever.
it got to a point where it was just so crazy. It was like, what is actually happening? I never had any interaction with said puppet, but I had so many friends, and essentially my friend Sawyer, who many of you might know, she was really the gung-ho who sort of, they were DMing back and forth, and there was apologies and DMs, and it all got so super crazy, and then they disappeared, and now the puppets resurfaced again. But
it's actively homophobic and like racist and shit now, right? Like they're not hiding it anymore.
I have a lot of it blocked because at the time I like blocked anything that was sort of associated with the puppet. So I've really only heard about the puppet through other people telling me that the puppet's back. But I just sort of stayed away from it because I feel like, especially with TikTok, like when you interact with, and this goes for anything, it's like based on like algorithm stuff for me, where like when you interact with accounts like that, then your account gets like suggested with people who also watch those sorts of videos and stuff. So it sort of lends me to be open to more hate and that sort of audience. So I always try and not engage too much with people, like, and I it's just me. I mean, I'm not going to say it's written down as gold dust anywhere for like to be truth. It's not Bible, but I feel like there's a bit of a connection there with how their algorithm works. So in terms of like duetting people and stuff that used to have like bad Star Wars takes, like, one, it's not good to give them like clout and all that sort of stuff. So like you should probably, it's never really a great idea to do that. But I feel like when you sort of interact with it, you sort of like invite that audience to come onto your stuff, and I'm just like, I ain't interested. Go somewhere else.
I mean, honestly, though, at least, like, the minimal amount of time I spend on TikTok, and it's mostly just seeing yours because I get on to, like, post something, but sometimes I'm like, alright, let me scroll through my friend's, like, feed for just, like, a couple videos, and it's mostly always just yours for some reason, even though I follow other people. But you usually handle it really well, and, like, I've seen you, like, make fun of it with, like, screenshots of comments and stuff, and I feel like that's kind of the only way you can go about it. But I know, like,
sometimes it gets the best of me, like it really does, and I think it can do that to everybody, especially like just like me in person. I ain't afraid to shout across the street. But online I maybe pursue something a little bit more tame. But sometimes you just gotta, it's good for the soul to have a rant now and then.
Yeah.
And then, especially when people like that, they're like asking for it. So you're like, you know, there's a certain amount of like, sometimes you have to think about, well, impact and are you being too nasty or whatever. But then like the puppet, like, they just come back with these awful takes. They're all godly and holy now. And it's all sort of based in their faith.
Now,
and that's what they're
they always
to my knowledge, they always were. But I feel like now they're using it as like an excuse. Like, this is the reason why, because I'm all holy, and you're like, girl, get a break.
It's, from what I know, I'm not a religious person. I identify as an atheist. However, most people who are religious that I know said that it doesn't really work that way. So it sounds like the puppet is doing something wrong. Also, Blue, I saw you in the chat as well. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you hanging out even while you're doing your homework. Hopefully we can make your homework a little more exciting. I can't imagine that it's the most riveting activity. I know I don't miss homework. But yes, please let us know what you're having for dinner when the moment comes.
Austin, I forgot that you sort of like stopped posting on TikTok. It's so annoying. But Austin gets it though. Like, see the way they just talk about how to put like little clips, and like Austin edits really well, which is something I actually don't have the skill to do.
You and I both.
With reels and stuff, like Austin always knocks it out of the park with how he edits for them. So if you want to, you could easily get back on it because your content is always so fitting for it.
Well, we are back on it with Wayseekers.
T. Actually, that's true. Forgot about that.
Well, I don't know if we've posted anything in a hot minute, but we do have an account. So if y'all haven't already, make sure you follow Wayseekers Pod on TikTok. Okay, so it was so funny. If we take it like really far back, because in like preparing to have you on, Jonah, I was like, when did we meet? Because I can't remember, but I know it's been like the majority of the time that I've been a part of the online fandom. I feel like we met before I was even making my own content, but if you recall.
I think so too. I think it was before the sort of the YouTube, at least before you started posting as a regular, scheduled content sort of thing.
Yeah.
It must have been through like good old fashioned pink milk.
That's what I was thinking too, but
it has to have been those but I don't know.
But you were never like awake for the live streams, but
yeah, rarely.
So we never got to interact that way. I don't know, maybe we started interacting just online. It was probably Twitter. It definitely wasn't TikTok because I wasn't on there. But the reason that I asked is because literally when I was like going to create my first TikTok, I reached out to Jonah and I was like, Jonah, how do I do TikTok?
Even still to today, I was getting questions about the stories.
I don't know why I couldn't figure that shit out. Like, I've posted in my TikTok story before, but like it was not working today. But we got it figured out. You were like posted on my page for a hot minute. And I was like, I don't want this photo on here. It's not that I didn't want your beautiful face on my feed. However,
Drag me.
However, I was like, this is not like an actual like post. This is just a photo like announcement. This goes on my Instagram story. So my thought process was, oh, I'll post it to my TikTok story. Yeah, well, we saw how that worked out. Well, I got it on there eventually, but
you did, and it looked great.
Not without getting almost 900 views on the fucking image. It was like 900 views. It was like 5 likes, and I was like, who liked this? Because it was one of them was probably you, Jonah.
But it's one of the things about TikTok that annoys me. It's such a platform that does like new stuff all the time, and so like you got to keep up with it. Like they straight up have like a function now where you can go on and just create like writing, like text, and post it. But like it's never for engaging content. But like if you were to post it, like it would get good engagement because they push that sort of stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's they trial and error so much stuff, and I think it annoys me AF.
I feel like that's just the majority of social media apps is they're like trying to get features that other apps have that everybody likes. But it's like, as a creator, I'm like, okay, I have to post on my Instagram story, but then I have to post on my TikTok story, and then I have to post to Threads and to Blue Sky, and it's just like...
It's too much.
It's so much. I was really hoping that we'd find like an alternative when Twitter was imploding, but... It's still putting along, so here we are on 6 different apps.
Thank you for the TikTok saying about that TikTok skit. I did that with my friend Caleb, who lives in Australia, and he is sort of known, bless him, for being like the Dave Filoni of like Star Wars TikTok, and he has these adorable little skits and stuff, and he asked me to come on and do one of them, and it was so fun, and he continues to sort of do them as like this Dave Filoni character, but he does them so well. But that's all Caleb and his imagination. He does great jobs at them, but he's away in Australia. Got to meet him at Celebration, so that was lovely.
I feel like I have seen this person or have been told about this person. You're fucking international over here, Jonah. One night you're working with someone in Australia, tonight you're working with someone in the US. Like, where are you gonna be next? Uh-oh, I think you froze for a sec. We'll wait. Not me making a joke and it not being received. We do need to get Jonah on Wayseekers ASAP. I can't figure out where these pieces go. Yes, make sure to hit that like button. Jonah. We'll give it another minute. I'm sure he'll get reconnected. And if not, we will play it by ear. So I guess this is supposed to go here. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna wait for him and his connection to get back up, but for now, guess you'll just have to be stuck with me. We are not getting dinks on the stream. No thank you. I don't want to be hate crimed on my own channel, personally. Does this really not have a piece that like goes underneath it? Oh no, it's supposed to. Look at that. Am I missing a... I am missing a piece already. Okay. I see the error in my ways. I hear you. Dinks is not the shadow editor. Now, what I'm curious about, speaking of that YouTuber whose name I'm not gonna say, did anybody ever go on any of his streams to debate or whatever he was trying to do? Do we know? Let me know in the chat. Oh, well, yeah, see, no. That's not even gonna be entertaining. Why would you want to have somebody on who's just gonna agree with you? Because that's, like, literally the opposite. I mean, I guess that's not the opposite point of doing a debate, but, like, for a debate, you're supposed to be, like, arguing and, like, proving your point. Yeah, I agree, Blue. There's way too much testosterone for my liking. There we go. Now the pieces go on. Oh, you know what? I think these are for the wings. Well, they're clearly for the wings, but it's all making sense now. Okay, now that we've got those pieces in, not hashtag bring back Jonah. I'm trying. I got the keyboard out so I can message him. Yeah, this has been a really fun set, and I was actually, for those who aren't in Discord or haven't had a chance to check Discord today, I had asked Murph about a lighting kit because I want to get a lighting kit for my BD1, but I was like, I kind of might want to get a lighting kit for the Republic Gunship, but we'll see. I don't know. I didn't love the lighting that I've seen for the Republic Gunship, but it's also in photos. It might be different in person. Okay, Star Wars Subway. I know this is sarcasm, but I have to read it out loud. They said, I joined the SWT stream to debate him, but I wound up falling in love with him due to his flawless logic and Sigma grind set. I think he has a partner, but I could be wrong. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? Okay, yeah, that's right. Yes, Smurf, that's you. Oh no, that's very, that lacks taste. That's gross. That was his defense for his Reva hate. Unforgivable. Disgusting. Oh, hell no. How do they think I'm gonna do this? Somehow... Oh, okay, wait. Maybe I can get it in. Jesus, don't clip that. I did check in with Jonah. He's having internet issues, but once he's back online, he will be joining us again. Can I explain something Star Wars to you, Tet? Sure. What do you want me to explain to you about Star Wars? Well, I will try. Yeah, so many people hated Reva before the show came out, and honestly, I liked Reva a lot. I liked Moses Ingram's portrayal of the character. I want to see a Reva show. Not necessarily a Reva specific show, but I'd like to see a show about the path either prior to Kenobi or after Kenobi. If it was after Kenobi, I definitely want to see Reva like a part of the path. I think that'd be really cool. Her and Roken. If it was before Kenobi, you know, we could have Tala a part of it. We could have Seer and Eno Cordova, which I would love either or both of them. That would be such a cool tie-in. I love Seer. I don't know what it is. I love Seer Junda. Yeah, like Eric said, as long as you're not asking me to explain ships, because I don't know shit about the ships. When is Black Adam gonna kiss Anakin on the lips? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if I necessarily want to see The Rock and Hayden Christensen kiss. Just because, like, while they're both attractive, I don't think they're attractive together. That's just my opinion, though. Honestly, I would much rather... Who do I want to see Anakin kiss that's not Padme? That's a good question. Who do we want to see Anakin kiss that's not Padme in Star Wars? Like, the top person. Who's Ligma? See, Tet, you came to the wrong stream thinking I was gonna explain something to you. I don't know who this Ligma is. No, I know what you're doing. I know Ligma. Is Ligma's last name Balls? Not Anakin kisses Chancellor Palpatine. Y'all are crazy. Okay. Is there... It looks like these pieces are supposed to line up, but they don't. I don't know. I'm gonna do what I think is right. We're gonna hope for the best. Oh, I think Jonah's back with us.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh,
Let me get you on screen nicely. Not the
I was on with help 24-hour. I was like, why the fuck did this just drop out?
Did you tell them you were in a very important stream and they were ruining it because you're a social media content creator?
Yes.
Good. As you should.
I said, my bills are being affected.
Did they give you a credit?
No, they said do one, son.
While you were gone, somehow...
I'm so sorry. I'm actually so embarrassed. Everybody, I do apologize for that brief absence. Let's cross our fingers it does not happen again.
If not, I'll call them once the stream ends, and I'll let them know that they ruined my subscribers' viewing pleasure.
Exactly.
While you were gone, though...
Yes, what I miss?
Tet asked, when is Black Adam gonna kiss Anakin on the lips? I don't know why he spends the whole movie on Earth. And so I said, I was like, I don't necessarily want to see The Rock and Hayden Christensen kiss, because while they're both attractive separately, I don't see them being attractive together. You may disagree. But I was like, who would I want to see Anakin kiss in universe that's not Padme? Like,
oh, that's a good one.
Like, who would be the hottest person for him to kiss? Fucking Star Wars Sublight said Chancellor Palpatine, but like, I knew somebody was gonna say Chancellor Palpatine.
Who in universe would I want him to get?
And I feel like saying Obi-Wan is like, that's so like easy. That's an easy choice.
It is an easy choice, but there's been a lot of fanfic, a lot of good imagery already based on that, so...
I agree, I've seen a lot of it. I think I follow some like Obi-Kin people on Twitter too.
I'm trying to think of this dude. What do you call Padme's lover with the dark hair and
Clovis? Clovis is his name, I think.
Enemies to lovers.
Okay, I could see that because Anakin really don't like him.
No, a good old hate fuck. You can't beat it.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Granted, I don't think Clovis is the most attractive, and Anakin could do better, personally.
Well, we haven't seen him in live action yet. Maybe he'd be better in a live action adaptation.
That's true. He'll look completely different. He'll look nothing like he did in animation. Just like how it normally is.
Do you know what I used to love, actually, and this just came to my mind because of it? Again, I'm so bad with names. See, when it comes to Star Wars trivia, everybody expects me to be amazing. Not true.
Join the club.
There's a blonde guy who plays the Coruscant, some form of guard that Ventress stabs on a ship in like a really early season, and he's like blonde.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, me in like 2010 was like, who's that?
Ventress,
Google, show me this guy's balls, please. That was me at 2010.
Ventress, she's a baddie. Like,
oh, she's a baddie.
And you're right. She like kisses that clone too in one of the earlier seasons before she kills him, and I'm like,
oh yes, that's a different one. Yeah.
But no, you're right. She does. She also kisses that guy because he's like, they've got Newt Gunray and they're like escorting him to something, and the what do they call it? The Senate guard, I guess, guy. And if anybody knows his name, please put it in the chat. But he like turns on it, and then Ventress turns up, and he's like, "Well, I'm already take it him, and she's like, well, I'm gonna take him from you. Something like that. That's exactly how it goes. Like that. It's that's the dialogue from the episode.
Verbatim, 100%.
I wrote it, so.
You did. I love that. Thank you so much for your service.
No, not Eric saying Anakin and Admiral Trench. Let's see what. Honestly, though, Admiral Trench, he's got a lot of arms. Like he can do a lot at once.
He scared me.
He looks even scarier in the Clone Wars Season 7 when he's got some little cyborg parts.
Disagree, because he's less spidery then, because he looks more alien.
Okay, that's true. He always...
I hate spiders, although I love Spider-Man. It's such a contradictory thing, I know.
Okay, so this is taking me to my... Oh my god, I just saw Star Wars Sublight said 3PO just to see him blush. He would literally be saying thank the maker, and it'd be in a different way than how he usually means it. Oh god, now I got myself off topic. I don't even know what I was going to say now. Oh, so how did you deal with the spiders in The Mandalorian?
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it?
Straight up, no. When I say I didn't watch it, I mean I watched it like this.
Okay.
And through the screen, I would sort of go like this and then realize, oh, it's still on, and flick past it. I think they're horrendous. They're even worse than Rebels for some reason. I don't know why they're worse than Rebels. I feel like they make more noise in Rebels, although there might be different species now that I think about it. I think I heard that somewhere.
Well, so I was doing research on them from when I did my scariest aspects of Star Wars, because I had to include the spiders as creatures.
That's where I got it from. I literally watched your video and you detailed them as two different species. I was like, oh, they're different. I didn't know that. That's exactly where I heard it from.
Thank you.
See, teaching the children.
And I know because Wikipedia helps me. So basically the ice spiders are called the knobby white ice spiders, and the ones in Rebels are called Krykna, and they're all spiders. Yes. It's kind of just they're from different planets or different types. But I mean, they're all based off of the concept art that Ralph McQuarrie did on, I think they're on Dagobah in the concept art or something. But that's one of my favorite things about Star Wars, is just the way that it reuses old concepts. We saw that too in Book of Boba Fett with that big scary mech machine that they fight. You know, that it has 6 legs or something. It had the big guns on it. I know we've all watched Book of Boba Fett once, so it's hard to remember what actually happened, but
I love Book of Boba Fett, but I literally don't know what you're talking about. Okay,
so during the end, the fight for Mos Espa or whatever.
Oh yes.
And it's it was a prototype destroyer droid design or something, and then they just made it bigger. I thought that was super cool too, and a fun inclusion.
Whenever you said that, the only thing my mind was thinking of was the thing from Mando Season 3 with the 6 legs, the sort of spidery creature that you hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you watched my video, you know how I feel about that. Spoiler alert, I fucking hate it. It makes me so uncomfortable, and it literally just gets worse and worse as it crawls out of its little robot thing.
I love that episode. I like Mando Season 3.
I do too, but I think it's because I love Bo-Katan.
T.
I love Bo-Katan, and so I'm happy they didn't kiss. Oh god, did you want them to kiss?
I'm still on the fence about it.
I was gonna say, I could see you being into it, being yeah, I ship Bo and Din. I'm sorry, Din is such a himbo, but not in a way that
yeah, but she straps it on.
I know, I was gonna say, when I talk about it out loud, now I'm kind of oh, that kind of makes sense, because he's the himbo and she's the go-getter. So when he gets his food wrong, Bo-Katan would be his food is wrong? And Mando would be no, don't say anything. And she's this is not what he ordered. There's always one of those in a relationship. I am the their food is wrong, so you need to fix it. What are you?
No. I would say the same. Except it's me sitting alone at the diner and not saying anything.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, normally it's just me by myself, but in the rare occasions where I've been dating someone and it's happened, I'm the one who's no, this is wrong. I was one time, my partner at the time was just like, no, it's fine, I'm not gonna eat it, like, you don't need to say anything, like, I just won't eat it. I was like, do you want to order something else? And they're like, no, it's fine. And so when the waiter came, I was like, we need to get this fixed, because I was like, you're gonna eat your fucking food. But it was just like, I was like, no, if it's not what you wanted. Oh god, I'm making the missiles now. This looks really complicated. But yeah, I was like, if it's not what you wanted, we're gonna get you what you want, babe.
Yeah, no, I'm the same camp as you. Get what you ordered.
Oh, Eric said he watched Book of Boba Fett at least twice. I need to go rewatch it before. You mentioned trivia earlier, Jonah. I might have a trivia match on Saturday against... Oh, well, it's already announced who it's about. I was like, oh, can I say it? Against Jerry from the Bombad cast. I love Jerry, but, like, I'm ready to beat his ass. So I need to make sure that I can do that. So I might need to rewatch the Book of Boba Fett between now and then, too, Eric.
Do you know what I always wanted to watch, and I will watch it soon? I remember it being somewhat controversial when it came out, but I still want to watch it. That some dude had, like, cut it all into, like, one movie.
Oh, Book of Boba Fett?
Yeah, and I think he put, like, the Tuscan stuff at the start, and it makes it a little bit more, like, linear in the sense of where the story goes rather than, like, flashbacks and stuff. And I think that would really... I think I would like that quite a bit. If I was to rewatch it, which I will do at some point, because I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it quite a lot. I'm a massive Fennec fan.
Yeah.
So I love her so much, so I'll rewatch it. But I would love to rewatch that version. And he done the same for Obi-Wan too, apparently.
Okay, Kai Patterson is who you're thinking of then, because I was gonna watch his Obi-Wan cut, but then I heard that he was kind of a douche.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was kind of controversial because I heard the same thing.
So then I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't watch it. But like, when it comes to the Obi-Wan thing, a lot of people have said he just essentially cuts Reva out, and I'm like, but I don't mind Reva. I like her. I don't want
mind Reva either.
I don't want her cut out. Mm-hmm. So, what did Star Wars Sublight say? They got in hot water with Rancho Obi-Wan during Halloween. Oh, they posted a 1970s 3PO... Oh my god, I saw that post. They posted a 1970s 3PO mask from their collection, and they asked how far its mouth could open. I saw that post, and I literally thought, no, they did not. Because I was like... Star Wars Sublight isn't making, like, a sexual joke. It's just like to eat candy, haha.
Girl.
Literally. So I'm glad I picked up what you were putting down, Sublight. But I literally was like, are they really making that joke? I didn't even know it was the Rancho Obi-Wan post. Did they say anything to you? Like, did they respond to it?
I do love his, like, what is it? He has, like, the Guinness World Book of Records video or something that's up on YouTube that's really crazy popular, where he runs through all the stuff. I love that he has, like, the Rancho Obi-Wan dude.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not a huge collector. I mean, I'm getting into collecting, but I've never been super huge. You were into collecting, like, 10 times more than I am. Which, speaking of, do you have all of your collections set up yet in your new place?
I don't. That's why today we're sitting on the sofa with nothing behind me.
You have a Ahsoka. Is that the Ahsoka Build-A-Bear and a Loth Cat?
Yeah, they're both the Build-A-Bears. This is the Loth Cat one.
Cute.
So cute. It has the wee Star Wars logo on it. And then this is the Ahsoka one. So cute.
Okay, the Loth Cat. Well, no, the Ahsoka one's cute. I was gonna say, well, the Loth Cat's cute. I don't know about the Ahsoka one, but no, they're both cute.
I think she's adorable. Are you kidding? Look at this Montreal Leku woman.
No, yeah, up close it's very cute, and like the orange bear, but like far away I was like, eh.
Wow, drag her.
I know. Sorry, girl.
She comes with a lightsaber and everything, but I don't know where that is.
Yeah, but they're kind of chody.
And what's wrong with a chode?
Nothing. But when it comes to lightsabers, I don't like a chody lightsaber. I guess when it comes to lightsabers,
it's not a chode, it's just her shoto.
I'm a size queen when it comes to lightsabers.
We don't say chode, we say, oh, your shoto's nice.
Yeah, oh, nice shoto, bro. Oh no, Eric said C-3PO was kind of hot in a pathetic way.
In a pathetic way.
I can't. We're fucking wilding out tonight for no reason. But, well, Jonah, you have an excuse. Yeah, I was going to say, you have an excuse, though, because it's like, what? Oh, it's almost 3 a.m. for you.
Almost.
No, I don't know what my excuse is. It's fucking 9:56. This is my usual, honestly.
Do you have daylight? I know you have it, but, like, is your thing changed yet?
Yes. It changed on Sunday.
So we're 5 hours apart. Because I think there was a couple days where we would have been 6 hours apart, because I think we changed earlier than you. I'm not sure.
Yes, we're normally 5 hours apart.
Yeah.
Well, we are 5 hours apart. But, I didn't know that. When did y'all change?
I don't know.
It's dumb.
When did you change?
On Sunday, this past Sunday.
Oh no, maybe we are the same then.
Well, I'm gonna come out as a daylight savings time hater, which I think is no surprise. But I fucking hate daylight savings time. Like 5 o'clock and it's pitch black outside. Not the vibe.
Yeah. Especially here, and it's like rainy and dull, and it just like consumes the whole day. When I was in school, I loved it because you'd literally like come home at like 4 o'clock or whatever, and then it would be dark, and you just like played video games for the whole night. You know, like adult responsibilities or anything like that.
Yeah,
but, like,
true.
Now it's different, and like people want to go out and do stuff, and you just don't even feel like doing it because you're like, it's pitch black outside. Like I'm not leaving the house, but like it's, as you say, it's like 6 o'clock, and you're like, you should go out and do something. Like,
oh yeah, Star Wars sublights in New Zealand, right? We had this conversation before. I hope I'm not fucking it up. But oh, they've been changed since September. That's crazy. Oh, Austin pointed out when you were gone, we said we need to get you on Wayseekers soon.
Oh yes, please. I'd love to come on and chat. Especially now that I'm getting much more au fait with my equipment in terms of videos and podcasting and stuff.
I know.
That I threatened to start a YouTube channel, but I don't think it's ever going to happen. So
not threaten. Oh my god, I can't get this piece
threaten.
out. I can't get this piece out.
Let me see how you're doing with your build.
It's not that exciting. I'm doing a bunch of stuff up here. So, I don't know if you could tell, but when I laid all the Legos out, it's a bunch of small little things that I'm putting together. So,
I always love how they use all the different colors, and then when it comes to it, like, you never see any of them.
I know. But it's funny because they, like, well, you can't really see it anymore, but there was just, like, 2 green blocks in here. And it's just, like, the basic colors that they put in there, and it's because you don't see them. But yeah. I always think it's funny when I just like empty one of these bags and there's just like a basic like yellow or green color.
Austin, I always forget you live in Vegas. I'm gonna come over at some point because I'm dying to see Gaga in one of her Vegas residency shows. So whenever I'm over, I'm gonna come say hi.
Everybody's gonna go hang out with Austin before me at this rate. Well, we're supposed to go to C2E2 in April, so maybe that will work out. You should come, Jonah.
What is C2E2?
It's a Chicago
like a Comic-Con?
Yeah, it's like a Comic-Con. I don't know, everybody tells me I have to go, so I guess I'm going. I did put in, and you could probably, how many TikTok people do you have?
14k, roughly. Just on 13.9 or something.
Well, I put in to get a creator badge because I thought, what's the worst they're gonna say? No, you don't have enough followers, which fine, but you should you should do it too. Why not?
I was gonna do it for London. MCM that just happened, but I didn't bother. I was too late to the deadline, but at that point I didn't really have many followers anyway. But I was told by other mutuals that I have a chance of getting them, but I don't know, it's such a hassle. You have to like link like your 3 most viewed videos and like what you do and stuff for those ones. And I was like, CBA with this. Just
okay, but free ticket or put a couple links together and tell them what you do. I'd much rather type up a paragraph about myself than spend $300 on VIP tickets to fucking Celebration, so I can do everything. But that's just me.
That's because you're a writer. I can't type to save my life.
Well, once you start your YouTube channel,
I'll send in a video submission.
no, then maybe you'll have to write some scripts, or maybe I like scripting, but I know that's not for everybody.
No, see, no, I wouldn't, and I couldn't. Unless I was doing like a video essay sort of thing, and that is sort of like a lot of your content sort of is similar to that sort of thing where you do like deep dive and breakdowns and stuff. But like,
you know what's funny about that though?
Talk shit.
Well, I do that too. I do that on live streams. That's why you're here. But it's funny because I always try to like, I don't set a specific time. I don't set like, oh, I need to make sure my video is like this long or this short. But I can't seem to really get a video that's over 20 minutes long. And like, I don't try to write a long video, or I don't try to write a short video, but for me the cap's always like a sweet 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't know how Austin be writing 45-minute videos, but you know, couldn't be me. Oh, I gotta build another one of these. Do you see what I'm building, everybody? The missiles, but it's all separate pieces, and
it's cute.
Yeah, it's cute. It looks cute, but it's a little bit of a pain to put together with my big masculine them fingers. All right.
Ted, what do you mean when you say, "Can I do the TikTok thing where you talk with hand gestures"? I do that so bad though. It is like a thing.
Oh gosh.
I always love the and everybody takes a piss out of it, and like whatever, maybe I do too sometimes, but like the whole like cosplay thing where they do like the hand gestures to like the Mercy song, I'm like, get it, girl. I love it.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You know the one where they go like, they'll have like the wee gestures like this. I love it. It's so cringy, I can't even do it. But I love it. You never seen them? Like,
no, I'm sorry.
Like anime people.
I'm sorry. Can you do it one more time? I missed that.
They go like this, and they go like and then they go across the screen, and then they like point and laugh like.
No, I don't watch TikTok. Anybody that sends me anything on TikTok, they're lucky if I watch it, and I'm fine. I'll be that way. You know what? You don't know how to YouTube, so when you ever start a channel, you can ask me for questions, and I'll be like, "Oh, you're stupid Gen Z. You don't know how to do anything."
I always annoy people when I do this, but like I truly do feel like I was born in '98, and I do feel like there is like a gap of like from like 90s, like I don't know how early in the 90s, but like 96, 95 to like maybe like 2001, where like it's just like this weird group of people who like aren't millennials but aren't Gen Z, because like there's so much of the millennial. Oh, I can never say that freaking word. It pisses me off. Millennial stuff, and I'm like millennial. Not me having a stroke on live. Millennial. That's it. I can't say it for the life of me, but there's so many things I watch of like the cringe videos that like Gen Z makes, and I'm like, I used to do. That was me.
That's the thing, though. It's not the cringe videos. It's not the videos that Gen Z makes that was cringy. It's that millennials made. So like watching fucking Shoes and dancing to that by Shoes by Kelly, that was me.
Yeah, that's iconic though.
I know.
History.
So you were born in 98, you said?
98, yeah.
So that does kind of make you a weird cusp. So you're not Gen Z then, are you?
I mean, I've heard some places that I am classed, and then others I'm not.
Can we get a fact check in the chat, please? We need to know if Jonah is Gen Z or not.
Star Wars Sublight, thanks for the cringe. No problem. You're so welcome.
Oh, and Sublight, I saw you asked about Japan. I am not going to Japan because I told myself it's kind of like an excuse to make myself feel better, but I'm also like, if I'm going to go to Japan, I want to go to Japan for Japan. I don't want to go to Japan to like focus just on Star Wars and then leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm still iffy on the whole thing, I'm actively saving. So when the time like tickets come out and like you can start to book stuff, then I'll like literally like assess it in like that week and see if I'm going to do it or not. I have a group of friends here in Ireland that are happy to go with me and like do the whole sort of um the trip to Japan and Tokyo or whatever, and they'll like do
Yeah.
that stuff. But I think also it's kind of hard because maybe I'm wrong. It's definitely shorter than London though, in terms of like the convention life. I think it's London was 4. I think it's only 3, which is short.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I'd be going for like 2 weeks for sure. Like I went to London for the event and then came home. But like if I'm going all the way to Japan, Tokyo, I would be going.
Yeah,
for like 2 weeks.
exactly. That's the thing. I'm like, I know I couldn't currently swing a 2-week vacation to Tokyo for Celebration and just to do Tokyo, because I also like, you're a Disney person. I don't know about you, but isn't let
Disney
me
adult.
Disney adult, excuse me. Isn't Disney Sea over there in Japan?
Yes, and it looks so good.
I want to go to Disney Sea so bad. So even though like I'm not like a super big like Disney, like I'm not as into Disney as I would say like you are. Like obviously Star Wars is Disney, but like just Disney itself, I'm not a huge Disney person. However, I am very much into theme parks and theme park history, so when like I watch videos and shit on it, and anytime I watch something about Disney Sea, I'm like, this place seems so cool. They took like
next level.
It's like all the ideas that they had, because it's like they wanted to make all the other Disney parks like quintessential Disney parks. None of them were like a cool new experimental take on a Disney park, and I think that's what makes Disney Sea so much more appealing and just seems so much cooler to me, because it's so different. Like obviously there's like similarities, but like the design of the park is different. It doesn't have a castle, like it's got the whole the Jules Verne like steampunk inspired stuff.
They do. Yep.
So I'm like, see, I told you I watched it on this. I promise I do. And like, I don't know, I'd want to go. So I'd like to go to Japan for Japan. I'd like to go to Japan for Disney Sea also. So I'm like, I couldn't do all that. Like imagine trying to do a Celebration trip and then going to Disney. Like doing a full Disney experience.
Yeah, I actually didn't know at the time how draining it was going to be. Like I came home and like I was dead for days after it.
You were depressed.
For 4 days.
I remember.
Oh, I was depressed big time. Are you kidding me?
And I'd be the same. Aren't we all? But no, it's that post like celebration, that post celebration depression, or just like anytime you go do like a big fun thing and then like it's over. Like even like back when I was like partying a lot, I'd get like depressed the day after a party. I mean, one, because alcohol's a downer, but also I was like, wow, that was so much fun, and now I'm just going home and doing the thing.
I think for me it was just like the meeting of everybody. It was so fun.
Yeah.
It was the best. And then for all these people that you talk to loads online, I actually finally got to meet them, and then instantly it was back to like, never see you again, peace. It was like, lovely.
Well, something I didn't think about too, and you would have dealt with, I'm sure, is like being a creator too. Like there's friends that you have, but like you have actual fans too.
To a degree. But it was really, really lovely when somebody did come up and say, I like your videos. And I was like, that is so sweet.
I'd probably... Did you cry? I might have cried if somebody came to...
I cried once because a girl... and this is where it annoys me, because I was so new to it and still am. Like, I wasn't prepared to be like, oh my goodness, what's your name? Like they would just come up to me and I would be a bit like shocked, and I'd be like, oh, thank you so much. But this girl gave me a pair of Ahsoka earrings that she had made, and they're like a wee band with like Ahsoka's sort of Lecky Montrose color on it, like blue and white. And she says, I made a pair for Ashley, and I made a pair for my favorite creators I've ever saw them, and you were on the list, so I wanted to, and I seen you were here, so I wanted to come out and give you a pair of these Ahsoka earrings. And I was like, oh my god, thank you so much. And she was like, yeah, no problem. And then we did stand and talk for a while, but like I didn't actually get any meaningful sort of information off her so I could follow her or whatever. But I did tear up a wee bit at that after she left. I didn't cry at her. I was like, oh, thank you so much.
That would have been me. I would have just been like, yeah, thank you. And then as soon as they left, I'd be like, oh my god. Like,
It was lovely. It was very sweet, especially for like people like ironically. Previous we were talking about Twitter. Like I got a lot of people come up to me and be like, "I follow you on Twitter. Like I always love what you post." I was like, "On Twitter?" I'm early on there. I was like, I put no effort into that whatsoever. But thank you so much. Really appreciate it. But yeah. So that was nice. It was lovely. Really, really nice.
oh, I can imagine. All right, well, Blue's back with dinner. Oh, of course. What are they having? She's having meatballs. Oh, with the tastiest sauce ever. I love some good meatballs, honestly. And a good red sauce. So good.
Love.
I was just at the grocery store because yes, I'm a boomer and I go to grocery store on a weekly basis. And my best friend and we were like, should we get meatballs? Vegan, of course, but I was like, ooh, I really want some crock pot meatballs again. There's something about crock pot meatballs, so good, especially if you do them in like a Asian barbecue type sauce.
I'm guessing this is a brand that I'm not familiar with.
What is a brand? Meatballs?
Crockpot.
Oh, crock pot. It's like a slow cooker.
What's the brand? Meatballs?
It's like, I don't fucking know. Yeah, like a slow cooker.
Oh, actually, I do know what they are. I do. I didn't know they'd done like food though. I thought they were just like a machine.
Yeah, no, you can just set it and forget it.
Ted, I do TikTok dances. I used to all the time. Like when I started out on TikTok, like when everybody did, like 2019, 2020, like I would have done that. But now, and I wish I did it more, but I don't. But if there's like a really popular TikTok dance, like I try to incorporate my lightsaber into it. And I love those videos when I do it, and I do it successfully. But
You're great with a lightsaber.
Thank you. I try. One of my first ever videos I'd done like semi-well was like back in the day, like duetting against like Charlie D'Amelio doing this like dance in the TikTok bathroom, and I'm like, go with you. Made me laugh, but I used to love all that. That was what it started as. TikTok to what it is now to what it was then is bonkers because it's so different.
Yeah, I'll be a boomer and say that was the reason I was like, fuck TikTok. I was like, I don't want to get up on this fucking app and do like a 20-second dance. Like, I got better shit to do. So, and the rest is history.
I love a bit of choreo.
I mean, I love dancing, but I don't know.
Thank you, Ted, for sending love a lightsaber. That's cute. Thank you. Oh, Ted asked, what are the predictions for Bad Batch Season 2?
Ooh, Bad Batch. Well, Bad Batch Season 2 is already out.
Season 3, I guess they meant.
I don't know, because Ted likes to troll, and everybody likes to make me say things like Jedi Master Ligma balls and shit like that. So they tried to get me with it earlier, but I caught on. Bad Batch Season 3. Do we think Tech's dead?
He better be.
Not he better be. Why do you want him to be dead?
No, I did cry. It was very emotional, but I enjoy the fact that it gave some proper consequences and sort of made it that little bit more gritty. So if he comes back, it'll be a bit like, oh, well, sort of sane. But if they actually stick to it, it'll be like, ooh, it's a little bit more.
No, you're right. I completely agree. Not that I wanted Tech to be the one, because I really like Tech, and I'm very analytical myself, so like a lot of the times I could relate to the way he would think about shit from an analytical point of view, being a planner. And I agree. It made the series feel less like, oh, this is the Clone Wars successor, but they only use stun blasts because it's a kid's show. It's like, oh, well, now we're gonna kill one of the characters of the main ensemble. So it did add more weight to it, and like, not that, I guess, yeah, that the characters are expendable. Like, nobody's safe.
A little, but, and I thought the way I always like a good death, and like, it was a good death. Like, that scene is emotion, and that falling, iconic.
Not you think I like a good death.
I love a good death scene, something that makes you cry. I love a good cry in a movie or a TV show.
Oh
It's
yeah,
great.
I love my media to move me. Well, and for those who have seen your TikTok, we've seen you crying on TikTok. You could actually,
Yeah. Oh God. I look
honestly
back
though.
at those whenever I post them, and I'm like, girl, get a grab.
But are you like me, and where you pick like the like moment where you look the most ridiculous to put as the cover?
Duh.
I'm like, I like screenshot because for me, obviously, it's a thumbnail. We're on like TikTok. Obviously, you can just scroll through or whatever to pick it.
Yeah.
You know how to do TikTok. It's me who doesn't. Uh, but like on YouTube, I'll go through my video as I'm editing and just screenshot like 5 or 6 points where I look the most ridiculous and be like, this would make for a good thumbnail. But like I'll go in and watch it and I'm just like, all right, how dumb do I look here? Okay, this is perfect.
There was some, well, I didn't do them for the thingy, but there was, I think it was for the first Ahsoka trailer that came out, and I actually did have to like, if you look back on the TikTok, like I censor my face with an emoji, because I was like, this is even too much for me. Like I am absolutely bawling my eyes out of this. Like this isn't going on the internet like this. And so I didn't use it in the end.
Was it the teaser or was it the actual trailer? Because I know for me, I didn't record a reaction to either. And for the teaser, I was really excited. But the trailer, where we actually heard like the clip of Ezra's hologram to Sabine, for some reason, I'm getting chills thinking about it now. But for some reason, that moment like made me really emotional in the trailer. It's like, damn, I didn't think I cared about Ezra that much, but I guess I do.
Yeah, no, it was the trailer. Because talking about Celebration, one of my highlights of the whole entire thing was we seen it live, the first sort of sneak peek thing.
Oh yeah, you saw it before everybody. Well,
with a big crowd, and like it's so funny. Like I would love to do more of them, but obviously like those opportunities don't come up much. But there's a girl behind me, and she's so clearly just looking at my screen, watching me the entire time, and she's so bemused by my reaction. She's like, "Get a grab." It's so funny walking back, just this blonde girl behind me, like looking at me. She's like, "Oh lol, he's crying."
I mean, maybe she was like enjoying watching you watch something that you love. That's the reason why people watch reaction videos. They want to see people's reactions. And like,
yeah, she was definitely taking the piss though.
She just doesn't know how to have as much fun as we do. That's what it comes
No, she's
down
an
to.
icon. I'd have done it if I was me. I'd have been like, look at that weirdo recording himself.
Okay, well, no shame here. At this point, I've just decided I'm just gonna look a fool online, and I don't really care if people judge me for it. It's whatever at this point.
You do have to get past that threshold though when you're doing video content and stuff. Like you really do have to get over a hurdle. Like I remember the first couple of videos I done, right? I was so nervous to use my actual voice, and I would go for ages.
You
I
didn't-
remember, I still.
Did you not want to
remember-
sound gay?
Oh, 100%, 1000%. I was like the Tyra Banks, get the fag off the TV. I'm not watching that. That was me.
Oh my god. Okay, but
It was
I get it.
It was it was either, no, it was my library. I'd done like a little library collection of like my favorite Star Wars books. And it was the first time we ever like used my voice in it, and I was petrified, so scared to upload it, but
Yeah.
those hurdles.
I'm just lucky that, and I've talked about this before in general, but like I've worked a lot of jobs on the phone, so I had to get used to like the way my voice sounded. So I was already used to that. But then also like coming to terms with my gender identity as a non-binary person, like also getting over not only my issues with being nervous about being perceived like as feminine or whatever in a sexuality stance, but then getting over it in a gender stance, then getting on and becoming and like doing content. I'm like, Thank God I did all that before getting on, because even like I was talking, I did a podcast with Star Wars Meg recently. She had me on for her podcast on her Patreon, which love her. Please go follow her if you don't, because she's a fucking gem. But that was something that we talked about, and she was like, have you gotten any like really bad like hate or criticism? And I was like, not yet, but I know it's coming.
Wow, that's the sad truth, unfortunately.
And that's the thing, is I'm just like, something that she said, we talked about, we always make fun of Knights of Melvin. I don't know if you know who that is, but like he just hates, it seems like he hates everybody. Even
I actually don't know if I do know this person.
Oh, well, don't waste your time. Regardless, she was like, yeah, he did a video about me. I didn't watch it. And I was like, I've come to the point where I'm just like, if they ever did a video about me, or if anybody does a video about me, unless, like, they say they, like, try to call me out on something, like, of my actions, if they're just, like, making fun of me in the video, I'm not going to watch it either. I don't fucking care. Yeah. Like, that's just ugly energy to put into the universe, and if that's what you're gonna do, then I'm not gonna
let them waste their time.
Exactly. Oh, I need to catch up here. Star Wars Sublight said tech dying was great. They were definitely in a jam and there was no magic bullshit that saved them. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It was just he sacrificed himself. Oh, bye Eric. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you're still here to hear me say bye. Oh, hi, Crystal. I didn't even see that you popped in. How's your night going? Oh, yeah. See, Star Wars Sublight knows. You've made it when he comes for you. Fucking Melvin. God. Jonah, literally, will you have your iPad? Just go look up his channel. Because his thumbnails are so ridiculous and entertaining. It's hilarious just to scroll through them. I've never watched any of his videos.
What am I typing in? Sorry.
Knights of Melvin. I need to stop talking about him, honestly, though, because at this point, he's gonna be fucking coming for me and being like, so I heard this faggot was talking about me on their streams.
They're live right now. Get them on here.
Are you kidding me?
Apparently, live right now. They're talking about Kevin Feige's taking over Star Wars.
Oh my god. Maybe we should duet.
I don't know this channel, thankfully. It sounds familiar though. Like it does sound familiar.
Well, like Sublight said, they just go after everybody.
Do they? Then I must have. Oh, there's a video for Sawyer. That's where that.
Oh yes. Okay, yep. She was his most recent victim.
What a loser.
Honestly, I thought Melvin was a parody for a while too, Sublight, but like, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like he doesn't like anybody. Crystal said, "Don't summon him." I know I need to stop.
He's the one that done the video on Chase, wasn't he? Was he the one that done the drag panel video?
No, that was Geeks and Gamers.
Oh, wasn't it? Sorry, my bad.
You're fine. Then again, he might have done a video. He did videos about pink milk. Chase and Brian have been in one of his thumbnails before.
Losers. This Melvin dude, by the way, not pink milk. We love him.
Tet, you're drunk. Oh, if you're drunk, maybe I will pop into the VC. Hi, Anakin Skywalker. Your ship's not done yet. Hopefully it'll be ready to take out for a test spin in about 2 more streams. We'll see. Yeah, Blue, if you've never seen it, it's hilarious. That's the thing, though. I really do need to stop talking about him because I am going to end up summoning him. And then he's going to fucking wreck me. Where? Oh, there it is. Do the margarita song. Oh, yeah, Tet. Why don't you make a TikTok dancing to the margarita song?
Give me one margarita.
I'ma open my legs. It was great.
Give me 2 margaritas.
I did a Survivor stream after having a jumbo margarita, and let me tell you, they're
my favorite.
I love margaritas too, and I love a nice strong jumbo margarita. And I hate streaming. I hate streaming when I'm drunk. It's just like I feel so all over the place. But I think my favorite thing, I need to go and like clip this, but at one point I was like, I'm gonna go pop my bussy at Pyloon Saloon to Fields of Dusk.
Love.
And then I was just like, yeah, I said that, and I stand by
I want to
it.
try that drink that you are always drinking that you're currently drinking.
Liquid Death.
Never heard of it before you.
Well, joke's on you. It's sparkling water.
Love. But I always see that you are drinking it and I'm like, I want to try it.
It's really good. I guess I don't have a sponsorship from them, but in all honesty, like, they should.
Oh my god, get one.
Because so many people have tried it from me telling them to try it.
Yes.
Oh, stickers go on here. I gotta do this.
I hate the stickers.
I do too.
Do you use a little removing tool?
I do, and if you look, if you come onto the Lego screen, oh good, oh no, yeah.
What?
It's focusing on it actually. So you see how like the end of it's all fucked up? Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Cause I have been using it for once. Cause I'm like, I'm not gonna use my teeth. I'm not a barbarian. I'm not a child anymore. Cause as a kid, you know, I was prying that shit off with my teeth, as we all were.
Yeah.
But I'm like, we're fine now. So yeah, I've been using the tool. Do people use the tool for the stickers?
Mm-hmm.
Oh really? Are you supposed to?
Yeah, I do it too. It's a really great little hack. So when you're putting a sticker on, like I put it on the end of like that wee bit that's all like chowed off and then like stick it down that way rather than using like your fingers. It's really handy.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Maybe I can actually get it in the center instead of the other one that's horribly off-centered.
Give it a whirl.
Wow. Okay, look at the difference. Well, you
Yes,
can't.
I'm watching the
This
screen
one's
now.
really,
Yeah.
this one's bad. But if you don't look at it too long, you can't tell. We're just gonna leave it. That's the thing with the Lego stickers, though, is that once they're on, like they're kind of on, and if you take them off, then they get all bent and fucked up looking, and I'm not trying to do all that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yay! Look, we're really like getting there.
You really are. I'm actually watching that. You've done pretty well.
I'm trying. There's still a lot of little pieces here.
It is a beautiful set. Like I would love to have it, but I just don't think I'm gonna get it. But it is a beautiful set.
You honestly, you better hope you were nice this year. Maybe Santa will bring it to you.
Maybe.
If you're good to Santa, Santa will be good to you. Oh my god.
I don't know what I want from Santa this year. Do you have anything on your list that you're asking? Oh.
So we're doing Secret Santa with my family. Do they call it Secret Santa in Ireland?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't want to continue and you just be like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. So I convinced my family to do Secret Santa last year with like my aunts and uncles and cousins, because I was like, we're all adults. Like all of my cousins and I are basically adults now, and I'm like, I feel bad that my aunts and uncles will get me like a gift, which at this point is just like a Total Wine gift card, to go buy wine, which I appreciate, which I love. But I feel bad because I'm like, I want to get them something. But then I'm like, I'm not trying to buy like presents for my immediate family, my grandparents, and all my aunts and uncles, and all my cousins. So I was like, why don't we just do Secret Santa? That way, like, everybody gets a gift. Like, literally everybody gets a gift. And so
we always spend like the holidays together, like Christmas Day together, or is it like?
So Christmas Day, no. That's more of just like with my immediate family. So basically what it's come down to is we do like a specific date that we'll all get together. So like this year it's on December 16th is the day we're doing our exchange. But then like with my immediate family, like my parents and my sisters, we'll do that like on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So what about you? You have what? One sibling? You have a sister?
Correct. Yes. We used to have. This is literally what my dad said last year. Somebody was asked my dad, he was like, "What are you doing for Christmas?" And he was like, "Not much. Everybody's dead." And I was like, "It's so true." Like our granny and grandads all used to come over, but they're all long gone now. So it's just literally gonna be. It'll just be me, mom, and dad because Hannah has the baby now, my nephew, and...
Okay, but you are loving being a gunkle from what I've seen online, and don't you want to get gifts for your nephew and like all the fucking baby shit?
Part of me does, but then the other bit's like, he's not going to remember this.
That's true.
Like, let me save up until he's like 4 years old when I can start buying him lightsabers.
I was
And then,
literally going to
love
say,
it.
and then you can buy him a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw in the chat though, and I'm going to put you on the spot. Tat wants you to do an American impression.
Oh, stop.
I agree. I want to hear you do one.
What's like a very American line? Like, what am I going for? Oh god, I've already gave you cringy content already doing that cosplayer move.
You can see all of Jonah's cringy content on his TikTok at Jonah Edward 98.
T.
No, but for real, you have to do it.
I
I always do accents on. I always end up saying some shit in a stupid accent. So.
I need like a line though. Give me a line.
I don't know. Tat, give Jonah a line.
Give me a line.
Also, Star Wars Sublight. Yes, I've thought about using tweezers to do the stickers, but I think using this orange tool is really the way to go. Because it worked really well, Jonah. So.
It's a good little hack.
Okay, what the fuck?
I love my Lego.
Is that your...
I was like I was gonna say that's like a southern... That's southern, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a southern accent.
T. Say something from Mean Girls, Austin. Everything.
Oh my god. Did everybody see the Mean Girls, like, commercial that they did for Walmart, by the way? Jonah?
So good.
Okay, you saw it too? Perfect.
I did. I love Mean Girls.
It's like a fucking short film.
Well, I thought they were going to do something else with it, but then nothing else was announced, so I don't know. Apparently something else was coming like the following week, but nothing was given, so I don't know.
We'll have to tune into Mean Girls Explained on YouTube, and maybe they'll have the leaks.
Well, they're doing the movie. There's a movie.
They are doing a movie? Is it confirmed? Oh, I don't want the musical.
There's a trailer and all.
Oh, really? I had no idea. Well, I don't want that. I want Lindsay Lohan and Lacey Chabert and Amanda Seyfried and Rachel McAdams. Damn, I really sound like a fan. And the gay one whose name I don't know. And whoever plays Janice Ian. You know what? She wasn't in the commercial.
No.
But the guy who plays Damien was, but he's very active on social media.
Yes.
But they had the guy who plays Kevin G in there, which he didn't seem like he was into it at all. He was like, yeah, little Kevin, haha. I was like, ooh, he just came for the paycheck and left.
Honestly, though, why not?
I mean, but he was so funny in the movie, which then again, that could have just been the writing. It was like, you didn't even seem excited to come back.
The movie's so good, it's untouchable, though. I'm happy they're not doing like some form of a remake.
Oh, it'll come. It'll come. Give it 10 years.
I don't mind. I actually enjoy the musical. I've seen it and I listen to the soundtrack because I'm a musical nerd, so I am happy enough.
That's crazy though, because so am I, but I'm just like, I'd probably like it. I mean, given the chance to go see it, like on Broadway, I would go see it.
The Revenge Party song is 10 out of 10.
Oh no. Star Wars Sublight is calling out our horrible healthcare system. I support.
Don't call them just I can't afford it. Oh my god, that's actually like dark.
Well, it's the truth. So I felt so bad. We were having a movie night at one of my friends' houses, and one of our friends ended up having a seizure. And like we're all like over 30. So we're gonna call the cops. Or like call an ambulance, because we're not just going to be like, oh, we can't call the ambulance because we're drinking and like some people are smoking weed, which I don't really know if they could do anything. There was I probably shouldn't say this because of YouTube. There was a thing that you smoke out of on the counter made of glass, And I was like, can they like yell at us for this? But then I was like, it doesn't matter, we're all adults, so it doesn't, what are they gonna do?
I'm guessing it's not legal in your state? Partly.
I don't smoke, so I don't know exactly like what the stipulations are, but I know you can buy it, you can have medical cards, and
it's medicinal.
Yeah, I don't know. And I think you can have, okay, no, I do know what it is. So you can get a medical card for it, and you can buy it at a dispensary. You can carry a certain amount of it, but you can't openly smoke it.
Oh.
It's bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Was the friend okay?
Yeah, he was fine. We think, and he thinks that it was because he was taking this new medicine that you can't like drink alcohol on, and he was drinking beer on top of smoking. So I
was in the pub the other night, and a girl fully collapsed like behind us.
Ooh.
And she was really lucky. She sort of actually hit her head on one of the stools, because it's like cobblestones, like the bar's like semi outside, it's like outside bar, and
Cute.
It's like all cobblestones, so she was really lucky she didn't hit her head. But I think she collapsed, and somehow she was on some form of medication for something, but they were on a first date, and she was with a guy, and he knew absolutely nothing, and I was on the phone to the ambulance, and I was like, and they were like, what's her first name? And I had to ask him, but he didn't know her second name, didn't really know much about her at all.
Oh god.
And but yeah, I mean, that's when it gets crazy, because obviously she fell to the ground, and I was like, should I call an ambulance? And I instantly knew I didn't even think about that. Do you know what I mean? Like, It's funny how the thought process works.
Yeah, like my best friend's a preschool teacher, and she was like, put him on his side. Like, she was immediately just like, because the last thing we needed was then for him to like fucking throw up and shit and like seize. And this is a fun conversation. I fucked up a piece, and I don't know how to get this off. What's everybody saying in the chat?
Yeah. Oh, Austin's. Oh, I know what you're referring to, Austin. You said Ireland doesn't have therapy. Is that true? Not completely. It was definitely a bit of a sarcasm joke, but to an extent. I don't know what you guys have up in, like, you just can't go to the doctors and be like, I need therapy. Like, you don't do that. You can't do that.
You just suffer.
Yeah, like you can't go to your GP and say I need like therapy. They'll not give you that.
You don't even have to do that. We don't have to even get a like a recommendation to go to therapy.
Oh yeah, you'd have to be like, you got to get like tested to see like your levels and like if you really need it or whatever.
Are you actually depressed, or are you just bitching?
Yeah, it's like, are you actually going to kill yourself? No? Okay, well then don't bother coming in.
Oh my god, that's crazy. I say this like I actively go to therapy. Wow, I couldn't imagine. Okay, how did I fuck this up?
Why? What did you do wrong?
So I thought this piece was moved too far forward, and it was. God damn it.
It looks fine though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a bunch of it apart though, so we're gonna have to try to remember where everything went. Because these pieces down here, I need to move forward. So, okay. Oh,
Austin is educating me, and by saying essentially you can't burn it in most states, but you can have it. It's because the government profits off selling it, but they also profit off putting people in prison for something.
Yes, very true.
Crazy.
That was one of the big things during when Andor was coming out, and the way it like shined a light on the prison system in the United States and stuff. Like, that was just crazy. And that's one of my favorite things too, is we all joke about it, but it's like so many people were like loving Andor, but they're the same people that like don't understand.
I was surprised
the
how
politics
much it
of
went
all.
over people's head. Like, the main message I thought, for what I got from it, was, you know, inherently so political, and people just missed it.
They were too worried about bricks and screws.
Love. I I'm gonna get that tattoo, to be honest.
I actually... do you have any tattoos yet?
I could be getting one, like, this week. Like,
Oh.
tomorrow or the next day.
What is it gonna be?
It's horrible.
Why is it horrible?
It's not Star Wars related, so...
Oh, hold
majority
on.
People...
Is it gonna be some Disney shit?
No.
Okay. Is it gonna be some Marvel shit?
No.
Okay.
It's the 10th anniversary of Lady Gaga's record, Art Pop.
Oh, you think I'm gonna judge you for this? I'm a fucking Gaga stan. Nope. Go ahead.
My favorite of all time, and she has an Art Pop tattoo right on her wrist.
I feel like we've talked about this before.
We probably have. I've talked about it for ages, and because it's the 10th anniversary of the record, I'm gonna like walk into like a tattoo shop that does like walk-ins in the city and be like, could you like do this? And if they say yes, then I'm gonna get it. But if they say like we're fully booked up, I'm gonna be like, okay, whatever, bye.
What if they say like, oh, like we can't do it right this second, but can you come back in like an hour?
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. If it's like gonna be done that day, I'll still get it done for sure.
Hell
But
yeah.
if they're gonna say like, no, you're gonna have to go online and book an appointment, I'm like, okay, never mind. But I used to draw on myself like years ago when she first got the tattoo back in like 2013.
Yeah.
And all the straight boys be like, what is that on your arm? Like, what the fuck are you wearing on your arm? And I'd be like, it's Art Pop, it can mean anything. And they're like, what the fuck does that mean? And then they'd like push me and I'd be like, get off me.
I'm laughing with you. I'm not laughing at you, I promise. That's just...
So.
I feel that. Wig, I feel it. I feel that.
That is on... Wait, did you just say wig? Wig, I feel that already. Okay, wig, we're here. We're here together.
Jesus
What is
Christ.
wig? It's not your language, it's just for us. Wig.
God, fucking Katy Perry. I hate her.
I am so split on Katy Perry. I think she's like, honestly, like doesn't get the respect she deserves, but like I understand why people don't like her. But like she was like Princess of Pop. Like those early records, like girl was everywhere.
She was, and it's funny because so I don't know if you would know about it, but do you know anything about like Warped Tour in the United States? It was like a big...
I know of it, but I mean...
Okay, so basically at Warped Tour, big like alt music fest, lots of like fucking metal and hardcore music, and they also had like electronic music sometimes. Long story short, I saw fucking Katy Perry at Warped Tour. So like, yeah, I was into it. I was very excited to see her. But then like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of... I almost feel like it was... What album was the Dark Horse song from? Or Dark Horse, that's what it's called.
Prism.
No, wasn't for me. What was the album before that? Was it Teenage Dream?
No, it was the Prison album. Was it not called Prison?
No, you're right, but I'm saying before that, was it Teenage Dream or is there something in between?
Oh, I think it was Teenage Dream. I think so.
Okay. Well, Teenage Dream, they released it like 6 times. It was like the re-release, the deluxe re-release. They were milking that shit, but I'm pretty sure she held a record for like the most #1 singles from one album for a while, if she doesn't still hold it. Okay, now I've got everything right. What am I supposed to be doing?
I'm obsessed with stuff like this, Jonah. Like the Banshees of Inisherin. I know it's probably not your fault, but I thought you should know.
I have no idea what the fuck that is.
It's a film that came out a while ago based in Ireland.
Oh.
Which, you know what? I haven't even seen. So you're fine.
Well, don't you... Well, no. You don't live near Octo. But, like...
Not really, no. But I mean, like, Ireland's so small, it's like an hour and a half away from me, so...
Oh my god.
It's not...
That's a trip to Richmond for me, which, like, I'll do for a weekend.
Well, an hour and a half's maybe a bit of an exaggeration, but 2 hours. Like, 2 hours.
Okay. I saw Blue said something. Oh, yeah. Exactly, Blue. I was in the middle of Kroger yesterday, and I literally turned to my best friend and I was like, is somebody smoking, like, in the aisle? because I walked down the aisle and like just got a huge whiff of weed, and I was like, it literally smells like somebody was smoking in this aisle, which, like, cool, I'm all for that. But I was like, there's literally nobody, and it's so potent. I just like couldn't figure out where it was coming from.
The devil's lettuce.
The devil's lettuce for sure. Oh, Darth Patty, you said your ink is based on Ahsoka Mando season 2. I'd be interested to see that.
Love.
Yeah, I just have my little fulcrum symbol, but
So cute.
Thank you. Thank God that I've been going to... I was friends with my artist before they even started doing tattoos, so I've just kind of lucked out that I have a good relationship and, like, I'm friends with somebody who does tattoos, that does good tattoos, because I basically sent him a couple photos and I was like, this is what I want to get. And he just, like, all of, like, the shading and stuff, he just did on his own. Like, I didn't know what he was going to do, but I just trusted him to do it.
Yeah.
So, that was really nice. It's tough.
I'm scared to get one.
Well, tattoos themselves aren't scary, I would say. I think the hardest part about tattoos is just finding a good tattoo artist that you vibe with. Because, like, I have tattoos. I don't have a ton, but, like, tattoo shops intimidate me. They're still intimidating to go to. And it's so hard just finding somebody that you mesh well with, because it's, at least for me, like, if I'm already feeling intimidated going in there because it's with a bunch of fucking tatted up people, and maybe it's because I also find a lot of them really hot,
Love that.
but I don't know, I just hate going in a place where I feel like I'm being judged or intimidated. So it's so nice to have a friend, because my friend also opened up his own shop. It's all like queer owned and run, so it just kind of all works out. I always feel very like comfortable there.
I feel like they're always like so close and like as colleagues, and they all work together, and just sort of going into a place where everybody knows everybody, but like nobody knows you, and it's like, sorry.
Yeah. Oh no, I put those pieces there. Okay, did I skip a step? I did. Look at that. But I want to get another Star Wars tattoo, of course. And I want to get the meditation symbol from Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor.
Love that.
And I want to get it like above my left knee, so it's just like.
I thought you were putting to your eye. I was like, this bitch gonna get an
I
eye
want to get it
tattoo.
like right here on my eyelid.
I was like, whoa.
No, I want to get it on my above my left knee, so like it'll sit. Because I thought about getting it there, and then I was like, oh, I don't know. And then when, like, summer came around, I was like, oh, my shorts are short enough to where you would see it. Not like that's that big of a deal, but I'm like, I'd rather have it in a place where I'm going to actively see it. So, once I saw that I'd be able to see it there, I was like, yeah, that kind of sealed the deal. I'm going to get it.
That is a super cute design idea, though.
Thanks. I came up with it all myself. But yeah, I thought that would be super cute too, and it's just like, it's super simple. It's literally just circles and lines. And that's another... Well, that's another part of it. I'm just like, should I add anything more to it? And then part of me is like, no, I don't really feel like I need to. But I think I need to get it done first and see it, and then I'll kind of know whether I want to add more or not.
Mm.
What about Jeffrey Dahmer? Oh, that's Kesha. That's Kesha. Not I found about Jeffrey Dahmer from that song.
I love Kesha.
Or does Katy Perry sing about Jeffrey Dahmer? All I can think of is the Kesha song where she's like, "You'll be a goner, or be too sweet, and you'll be a goner. I'll pull a Jeffrey Dahmer."
Yes. I'll eat you up.
Okay, come on, deep manly voice.
That was another TikTok dance from way back in the day. Used to love that one.
That was popular on TikTok. Then again, okay, so I listen to Mitski, which I've been told is for depressing people, which whatever, I don't care. But she's the one who sings that song that I found out is popular on TikTok now. It's like Mitski has a popular TikTok song.
Yeah, well, I know the artist, but what's the song?
My Love, All Mine. It's, oh god, it's new, so I don't know it that well, but it's the one where it's like, oh, I don't know it enough to sing it, but like if you look it up, it's
Yeah, and it's like nothing. Yes, I do know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, nothing in the world belongs to me, but
Bingo.
my love is all mine. Yeah. And I was like, that song's popular on TikTok. Like, then again, Say Yes to Heaven was popular on TikTok, and a lot of Lana's just unreleased stuff that is not super pop even was popular on TikTok. So it's very interesting. I don't know how things get popular or don't. Did I miss a bunch of shit? I did miss a bunch of shit. God damn it. Look how beautiful this is. Look at her. She's gigantic.
Let me see.
It's gigantic.
Oh my goodness, it is massive.
I've been saying all day today, you know, Troye Sivan sung One of Your Girls?
Mm-hmm.
All day long, I just keep saying out loud, I'm like, look at your... I just keep saying it over and over again.
What is Marabou? I keep meaning to Google this.
Sweet like Marabou. Look at you.
What is it?
I don't know. Maybe like liqueur or something?
Maybe.
That would make
Also
sense.
says no, in Dark Horse they say she'll eat your heart out like Jeffrey Dahmer. That is very true.
She does?
No, it's Juicy J.
Oh, she's a beast. I call that karma.
Karma. She eat your heart out like Jeffrey Dahmer. That's right. Be careful. That was actually... You know what? I love Gaga so much. She has the best Super Bowl performance of all time. But
yes,
if somebody comes up to me and says Katy Perry has the best Super Bowl performance of all time, I'm going to be like, well...
Okay, honestly though,
Hey.
as much as I love Lady Gaga, I thought the set list was a little... It was the Million Reasons era.
I don't know why she done it for that long. Shit was far too long.
Because it was a crossover hit.
It done well though. Like it's charted after the Super Bowl.
Well, that's the thing though. Moms liked it too.
Wow.
So, Super Han said Beyonce forever. Oh, Lana Del Rey Skywalker. I fucking love that Star Wars sublight. Jonah, I think. Well, are you a huge Lana stan? I know you like her, but I don't know if you're like a huge.
Keeping up with.
Okay.
Her. I still do love Lana, but my favorite stuff is her older stuff, but there's a few songs from the newer records that I do really love. I found out my Honeymoon vinyl is actually worth a lot of money the other day.
I have the Norman fucking Rockwell vinyl, like the green one that's got it's got like the cover repeated on it. It's not just like one cover or one picture on the sleeve. It's like checkerboarded, I guess. I guess that one's worth a good amount of money too. It was like $40 when I bought it for pre-order. That's the thing I hate though. I did not love There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard, and something told me when I pre-ordered the vinyl, I was like, should I pre-order this? Sure enough, I like fucking 5 songs on the album.
I say Ultraviolence is my favorite record that she has.
Ultraviolence, honestly, yeah, it's probably top tier for me. I'm trying to think because I do still love Norman fucking Rockwell a lot.
Me too. It's second.
And I also I like Blue Banisters a lot too.
Okay.
And I know everybody doesn't care about Blue Banisters, but
it's fine.
I remember Darth Patty, you talked a lot about Beyonce's tour. Oh, there's a documentary film on it? I'm surprised they're not releasing it in theaters like the Eras Tour. Jonah, did you go see the Eras Tour? You did, didn't you?
No, but I did want to.
Oh, okay. I will.
Because I heard she was charging every ticket was $19.89, as in the price of the ticket. I was like, girl, that is a reach. I'm not paying $20 to get in that movie theater. Jump.
No, thank you.
But
I wasn't going anyway, so I wasn't gonna pay regardless. But
I enjoy Tay Tay.
I feel like I didn't build that much today.
Did you get the bag done?
I did. I got bag 9 done, but I didn't open bag 10. But this was a lot of work, and I don't want to keep you up too late, so...
Oh, it's okay. We don't have to. It's not too bad.
You didn't go to Taylor Swift Super Haunts. I know, Austin, right? It's already over. I'm like, I did a lot. There was a lot of little tiny pieces, for real. But yeah, I think this is going to be the end, because, Jonah, I don't want you to turn into a pumpkin, because it's like almost 4 a.m. for you. So why don't you tell everybody where they can find you? It's in the description, but just say it out loud for funsies.
I love that. Thank you. Jonah Edward 98, pretty much anywhere on any platform. In terms of, mainly I'm a TikTok girly first and foremost, Twitter, Instagram, and you know what, YouTube. I'll say it. Why not?
I've got, yeah, maybe if y'all all go subscribe to Jonah's YouTube channel, he'll actually make some videos. Long form videos, not in a vertical format, horizontal videos.
You know what video? You know, I was literally thinking of video ideas the other day. You know what my first video is going to be? It's going to be me playing Roblox, but only as Star Wars characters, and I'm going to dress up in Fashion Famous as Roblox characters, and I'm so excited for it.
You heard it
and
here
nobody's
first.
Going to watch it.
You heard it here first. You'd be surprised, especially if you're playing
Roblox.
A game and you tag it in the video. We'll talk about it later. If y'all haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, and subscribe to my social media at Scotty Holiday SW. Thanks for everybody who hung out in the chat. Thank you to everybody who hung out silently. Jonah, thank you for hanging out. And
thank you for having me.
Of course. And as they say, may the force be with you.